All right, guys, you know what you're here for. All right, let's go. Let's not waste any time. We're going to play the track from the top, just so you have a sense of what's going on, okay? All right, here goes. That's the verse, and then it goes to the hook here. It's like a dream, my mind is hazy. Actually, right here, it goes to the hook here. Push the moving closer just to kiss your lips, to caress your body. And then it goes back to the verse here. Think I'm going crazy. And then back to the hook. Push the moving closer just to kiss your lips, to caress your body up and then we have the bridge. Again, bridge. Yeah. Think I'm going crazy. Actually, it's not a bridge. It's more like he wanted to speak in Spanish. So, and then we went into the bridge here. Oh, right here. I'm sorry, guys. You came along and you rescued me. And then we came out of that and then the hook, and then the outro. Think I'm going crazy. Okay, so a quick breakdown. I played all the instruments on this song, but the guitar is actually played live by Kevin Chokin. He used to be the musical director for Diana Ross. So yeah, brother's dope. And then the singer, he wrote the song, and then I just helped him modify the melody to match the music that I had done. And we recorded it in my studio. Anyway, here we are. His name is Lamont. The singer's name is Lamont. And like I said, this is his song. He wrote the lyrics. He wrote the melody to the lyrics. I just did the music from scratch. And here we are. All right, so we listen to that. We're going to start the game with the basic drums, bass, all that stuff, right? All right, so we're going to start with drums. Again, remember in the last tutorial, I told you that I dropped the bus compressor master glue. So I said that backwards, didn't I? I dropped the glue compressor on the master bus, or master route. So here we are. First thing I do, boom, done. Engage. All right, but for right now we'll leave it out so you can hear the effect later. And then I go to my saturator and boom, it's right there. This time around I added a little bit more mid-range. I'll explain that later. And then a little bit more mid-range. There's a reason why. I'll show you that later. And this is because of this. I wanted to introduce it to you the last time, but I forgot. So this is the isotope tonal balance control. So let me play this song again one more time. Just give me a minute. Let me play from here. Now watch the levels here, right? So this is your low frequency. This is your low mid frequency. This is your high mid frequency, and these are your highs. Now watch these lines. Watch. So what do you see? too much bass, because the line is above the parameters here. And then for the mid-range is way below here. Right? And then of course, everything's basically off. So at the end of the mix, we're going to come back to this and check to make sure everything's in these parameters, the box parameters, right? And that's how you know you have a balanced mix. All right, so we'll kill this for a second. All right, so let's go to the kick. For this, we're going to solo things as we go along. It'll be faster, I promise. Okay, so we're going to introduce a new type of compressor. This is the Brainworks optical compressor. Okay, so bypass. Okay, two observations, right? If you watch here, you see the volume is being maximized by that 808. And then watch your gain stage in here. It's going to be above 14, minus 14 decibels, which is way too hot. All right, so let's go play. See, it's above here, and it's way peaking over here. It's a clean signal, but it's just too distorted. Well, it's not too distorted, but it's just too loud. All right, so with this, I shaped it, right? I'll give you a tutorial on this at some point. So, without, watch the signal right here, watch. Ooh, nice. So what did I do? I didn't really compress the crap out of it. I just attenuated it. So that way it's more controlled. And then I added this to it. I wanted that tone. Duh. Listen one more time. Duh, 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 right? So where's that note? It's here at roughly 672 hertz. And I boosted that by what? 4.7 decibels. And that's all I did. Oh, actually, that's not true. I did a little bit of roughly 2,000 hertz-ish, right? Just to balance it out. And then to have the curve. Oh, I forgot about the Q curve here, right? So it's a little bit peaked, right? So it's not a spread, it's more like a peak because I needed that tone. And then for the top end, I boosted that way high by, this is about 13,000 or 13K. Boosted that by 9.4 decibels. And so let's listen. So it's bypassed. Nice, very nice. And then on top of that, I added the proprietary EQ from Pro Tools, the 304E. I love this thing. All right. So I just rolled off the bottom end again, and I added a little bit of top end. So listen. Ooh, nice. All right, so now let's go back to the main compressor, the bus compressor, and then let's listen to what that does. All right. Again, I'm going to give you a tutorial on this, but for right now, let me just show you what I did. So listen. Now watch the levels here. You can see how much compression is going on by that little line that shows up here. Watch. See? So listen. Nice. All right, let's move on to the, oh, let me show you something here. For this section here, this is actually a real bass. It goes like these slides. Doom, doom, right? You know, that's how the bass sounds? Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so those are the, that's that right there. So let me mute it. Let me play it for you. See? Boom. But the boom is on the 808, but the slide is on the actual bass. All right, let's go back to, just wanted to show you that real quickly. All right, let's kill all this. So move, move, move. Thank you. All right, so, and then the bass is just the same thing, octave and EQ. All right, so let's go to the clap. The clap, I'm using the same octave, right, for attenuation. We're gonna play that with the 808. Here. Now let's add the octave to it. Nice, see? And then I added ozone imager for a nice spread. See? Nice. And then again, the EQ, I added a whole lot of mid-range to make it beefier. So listen. Oh, see that? And then I added the reverb to it. So listen. Let me kill the bass so you can hear this. Without, with. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Heck yeah. All right, and then I put a limiter on it. Now watch this. This is very important. Watch the level here when the clap comes in. Watch. You see that little tiny dot right here? It just disappeared, right? All right, so for that to not happen, because the louder that is, it kind of adds up over time along the track, so inside of the track. So you want to shut that down as soon as possible. So I put a limiter on it at -0.02. That's always -0.2. So watch. I'm going to play it again, and that will go away. Watch. See, it's there. And then when I add it to it, it's not there anymore. Nice. Now let's play them together. Don't forget, you always got to reference whatever you just added. You got to reference to what was there before, so you can make sure it's balanced. Good. Now for the next part, this is the hi-hat, right? Now for the hi-hat, watch this. There is nothing on that bus, nothing, zero. So I just used that as is. So I'm going to play that by itself first. And here we go. Now watch this. See right here? It's panned kind of like this to what's there, towards the left. Kind of like that, right? There. Now why did I do that? Because I have another instrument or another, yeah, I guess I could call it an instrument that balances it out. So this is here. I'm guessing the other one's going to be this way. So let's play with the track. So the hi-hat is unprocessed. Listen. Okay, now let's go to the percussion. The percussion, I added a little bit of top end to match the tonality of the hi-hat. Okay, so if you watch, if you look at this, now this is spanned in the opposite direction. Hi-hat is kind of like here-ish, and this is over there-ish, right? So now what's the balance? So we're going to kill this, and we're going to play this by itself. The percussion. Nice. Here, see the balance? Ooh. Now let's play the whole thing together. Nice, very nice. And then I have the snare going on here, which is right here. Let me kill these for right now. So let's do this one right here. It's subtle, it's nice, it's meaty, right? But it has that crunch, like Captain Crunch. It's got a Captain Crunch vibe on it, like crunch. So let's play that with a clap so you can hear the effect of it. Ooh. So one's sharp, one's dull. Nice balance. Now let's play the whole thing together. And that's it for the drums. I mean, we have the rolls later and the cymbals and all that stuff. But the body of the drums, that's it, done. All right? All right, so the first instrument we're going to start with are the basic chords right there. All right, so let's solo that right there. And let's just listen to it for a second. You hear the movement? Now I have, if you notice, I have two of them playing at the same time, right? So one's the bottom end, one's the top end. And then from there, we're going to go to the guitar, the second guitar. This is all live guitar, guys. And then, of course, we're going to go to the strings. But for now, let's just stick to listening to this. So let's play this, We keep the drums on for a minute. All right, I just want to play you that. Now let's listen to how that sits. So in case you're wondering what's happening, so I have this chord, right, coming out of buses 1 and 2, which is over here. Right there. All right, so let's start with the processing. So the piano is basically in an EP, the waves. It's got that nice modulation on it. Actually, it's called an oscillation. So my favorite basic EQ, I added the mid-range. You got to add the mid-range. All right, let's bypass. Listen. I'm going to add it. Nice. And this is one of my favorite plugins of all time. Listen, it's got the wah-wah on it. Watch what happens when I drop it on it. Watch. Listen. You hear the movement? Okay, let me kill the drums so you can hear the movement. Okay, play again. that messes with your head. Now, can you see the undulation right there? You can actually hear and see the wave. Ooh. Yeah. Nice. All right, so let's add this. Oh, actually, one more thing I have to do, show you this. So remember, I bust this out of here. So I added my stereo maker. That's a staple. Gotta have it. All right, so listen. Ooh. And then on top of that, I added my EQ with more mid-range. That's thick. And then on top of that, I added my delay. So we got movement, we got wah, we got movement back and forth. And then we're gonna add my delay to it. You hear that? You hear the bounce? So what did I do here? Okay, so the way it works, the way you calculate your millisecond bounce is 60,000 cycles, right? Divided by the tempo will give you your millisecond bounce, right? So that's what we have here, 1154, which means the tempo, right? The tempo is 52 bits per minute. So if you divide 60,000 cycles by 52, you will get that. 1154, ballpark, right? And you divide that by 2, you get the second bounce, which is 577 milliseconds. So I'm here at 9% on the left, and then 12% on the right, and then 12% on the right. Now let's listen to that. All right, so let's juxtapose that against the music. So what we have so far. All right, and then let's go. Listen. Okay, I gotta bring the clap down a little bit. That's better. Very good. Now let's add this to it. Let's see what happens. Well, this is part of the intro, so let's listen to that intro. Let me kill that. See how different that is? So if I play them all together, listen, you either hear the bounce and then the movement. Here. Okay. Now this piano is also on top of it, so we're going to play that as well with everything else. So listen. Do you get it now? So it's all in layers, the piano, the EP, but the piano, the volume of the piano supersedes everything else. So all I have is the top piano, and I have everything else undulating under it. Okay. All right, so let's add. We'll come back to the Gliss. Okay, so this is the hero of the track, besides the vocals. All right, so this is the main guitar. Okay, let's kill everything else. So we're going to play the piano, the guitar. We're going to play the guitar by itself, raw. Can you hear the bleed through the percussion? Because when Kevin was playing, he had his headphones so he can hear what he was doing. So listen. All right, and here I come with the cleanup crew. All right, so check this out. So the first thing, I didn't want to compress it because it was such a beautiful sound, but I did want to I didn't want to compress it, but I wanted to contain it. So instead of putting a compressor on it, I use a vocal writer. I use the vocal writer. Ooh, nice. See? Nice. And then I added the, actually, forgive me. Let me say that again. So the first thing I did was, so for the guitar, I started with a vocal writer just to balance it out first, and then I compressed it with the CLA 76, just basic compression. All you have to do, all I did was go here. I went to Bkg, and I just chose the guitar compression. That's all I didn't do anything else. And engage. Let's go. Very nice. See? And then I added this on top of it. Oh my gosh. One more time. All right, let's go back to the track and just bring them all up. All right. With the pianos. Let's listen with the guitar. That's beautiful, guys. That's just crazy. All right, and then I do the same for the rest of the guitar. So let's just go back, open those up. And then we go into the hook, which is here. Okay, and then the guitar and the hook comes in here. So listen to it. All right, so in the verse, the guitar goes, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then the hook goes, dun-down, dun-down. I can't sing, you know that. Here's the verse. Hook. This brother was cold-blooded. All right, so let's open up the rest of the tracks. Boom, done. So we're done with the guitars. And then the next instrument is, I call it a down, like a piano down. So, you know, back in the day, you know, you play, da 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 da, and you hit the piano keys, the lower end piano keys. You go bah. This is what that is. So listen. I'll make it louder. Watch. All right. So listen in perspective. All right, and then now we go into this part. Actually, I'm sorry, this doesn't come into the hook, into the until the bridge. Sorry, and then we go into the. I'll tell you what. Let me play this first. So same thing, EQ. Simple. And now listen. Sorry. Here. That's not what I wanted to play. I wanted to play this one. I'm sorry, guys. This one right here. Let me just open these because they're all EQ. But for this EQ in the verse, again, you can see I boosted the bottom end, mid-range. This is all mid-range. You gotta ask me that question. Why do I keep boosting the mid-range? Why is the mid-range so important? Well, let me tell you something. The mid-range is your song. Your entire song is a mid-range. You just pull up the bottom end to balance it out, and then the top end to match everything. But that mid-range, that's your key to success. Mixing magic right there. Again, if you nail the mid-range, you've nailed the entire song. You're like a freaking superhero. Okay, so the strings is, watch this. It's automated. Here, watch. And I do the same thing here later on. Here as well. So basically the same thing, watch. The second hook. Play everything together. Okay, so to support that, I have this. Listen. Very nice. And then on top of that, I have this other one here, supporting right here. All right, let's play them all together. It's a beautiful blend. Try to see if you can hear all three of them separately. Because now you know there are three sounds: the string, the bow, and the, I don't even know what to call that song, that thing. It's just like a little I don't know. I don't know if it's a banjo. I'm not sure. But listen. I know now you hear the voices and the strings in that sound. So listen one more time. So what do you hear? You hear the chords, bound, right? You hear the guitar, you hear the strings, and then there's one more instrument here. Oh, 2 chords, right? And then the EP. So you got 4, 5, and then the guitar from the hook. Sorry, guitar from the verse with a little. This right here. Listen. Oh. The strums, brown, brown. And then there's one more instrument. This is my secret weapon. When this hits, it just kills the whole thing. Watch this. Guys, this is crazy. I got it on solo. Oh, I got it on EQ it. Again, mid-range. Saku is what? Oh, that's in the bridge. I'm sorry. All right, so here's the one I'm talking about right here. Now listen. I'm gonna listen. So the strings in the strings goes da, 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 right, and then the solo violin goes da, 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 da. So at that point they separate, right? Listen. If you want, I can solo that for you guys. So it's there and here. It sounds great, but watch this. Because this is cutting through. See how much I've swept. This is called sweeping. How much I've swept the mid-range. I cut the bottom. So I swept the mid-range, and then I cut 2 decibels from the bottom end of it, right? But I added 6 decibels of treble, and then I, of course, shelved the gain because it was too loud. So listen. Woo-hoo. Now let's play that all against the track. It'll be a little bit more perspective. I forgot the strings. Where are the strings? Okay, let's move on to the next part, which is kind of like the British, but he's actually speaking. And this is this section right here. So this part, I'm using the mondo. So it moves around a lot. So listen. Very good. All right, so what's the next part? Let's see. Oh, this is, oh yeah, that's the second string section here on top of that one. For the outro, for the hook outro. That's what I call it. I mean, there's no name for it, but. So this right here, listen. So remember, we have the strings, we have the solo, and then we have this is the top end. So that's what I made it to. Can you see how it's bouncing up and down? Watch. Okay, I forgot the piano roll. Let's go add the piano roll. The piano roll comes in here, and I added just a little bit of top end to match the track. So listen. All right, a little bit perspective, a little bit more perspective. And then you have the cymbal coming in here as well. Let me show you something here. So you got the drum roll. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So you got the snare roll. Da-da-da. Right there. Now, if you notice, I have a cymbal here. Ba, right? And then on top of that, I have a crash with a much longer tail. So listen to that. And then I'm going to play the crash. They're both cymbals, but I call one crash. So that one's muted. That goes. The other one has the top end. So together. The part, but it's more like a glissando, right? And I put a nice long effect on it. Doesn't that mess with your head? It's called a glissando. All right, I think that's it with the music. Then let's go back over here for a minute. And I'm gonna add my saturation. Because remember I added all that mid-range. So now listen to the music with the mid-range all nice and clean. For now, let's try to listen to the music with the tonal control on it and see how far we've come. Of course, we still have to add the vocals and everything, but I just want to see. Okay. See? 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 Let's listen to the intro. Okay, it was nice, but let's add the auto tune to it. I really didn't do much to it, just a little bit of tune. And then we have the EQ, and then I have the effect on it. Now that's coming out of a bus here. I'm not going to turn it on just yet. I just want you to hear it first. This is from this, the delay. I'm using this delay replica. All right, let's go to the verse. And here's the verse. Same thing, not too much tuning. Just my retune speed is at 20, which is, and then next I have a vocal rider on it.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning of.
And then I have my de-esser on it.
I used to think love.
And then next I have my compressor, the CLA 3A. Watch this, it's very gentle, very gentle. Why? Because I'm already using the vocal rider, so I don't need the compressor too much.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning.
Stereo Maker just changes the gain, right? Listen one more time. Bypassed.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning of relationships. I was so blind to see all that I needed was in front of me. Yes.
Okay, I use the F6 RTA to cut out the harsh frequencies, right? And then I reintroduced that back. Well, kind of ish, not exactly, but this is a much smoother EQ for me, to my ears. So listen.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning of relationships. I was so blind to see all that.
Nice reverb.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the.
This is the staple, I call it the proprietary delay that comes with Pro Tools. Same thing, 9%, 60,000 cycles divided by what? The tempo gives you the millisecond bounce. And then I needed a little bit more air, I added that to it.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning.
It was too harsh, so I added another de-esser, and I added another de-esser tackling a different frequency. So let's go see. So this is 4500. Let me see what this is doing. 3585. Well, 3385-ish. Nice. So listen.
I used to think love was a game. I never knew the meaning of relationships.
So go back to the, we go to the second half of it. You know what? Let me just turn these on. So the first hook is this. I'll push it up a little bit.
First touch, then feel.
Okay. Again, here comes my mid-range. Boom. Right? Just boosted frequencies. A little bit of air. You already know what that is. And then a de-esser on top of it to tame it. And listen. And then there's a lead vocal here with its own different delay. And you know the real. Air and de-esser. So let's listen.
First I'm moving closer just to kiss your lips, to caress your body up and down. I can hear you breathe. I can't believe it's happening to me. It's like a dream, my mind is hazy.
All right. And then here, This is the harmony, so you're gonna hear it.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love.
All right, that part, and then we're gonna unleash auto tune, the delay, and the EQ. And this one I had to cut the mid range. It was too in my face, so I had to like cut back a little bit on it. All right, so let's listen.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love.
All right, so this one's coming out of 1 and 2, so I got to open that up. Oh, I know, it's over here. I cheated a little bit. Okay, all right, good.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love.
All right, so these are all just harmonies, and they're all basically the same, just coming in at different times and different spaces. And then we're gonna go here.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love. It's picture perfect, hold me tight, don't let me go.
Let me go. Man, I wish I could sing, man. I would never shut up. All right, so let's go see what's happening here.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love. It's picture perfect, hold me tight, don't let me go. Can't believe it's happening to me. It's like a dream, my mind is hazy. I think I'm going crazy. Came into my life.
You're not crazy.
Then we're moving closer, time for making love. It's picture perfect, hold me tight, don't let me go. Can't believe it's happening to me. It's like a dream, my mind is hazy. I think I'm going crazy. Came into my life when all I need.
That's that right there.
I think I'm going crazy. Came into my life when all.
Very good. That is just dope. So the same thing for these right here. If you notice, they're all the same. So if you want to turn all the effects on one channel, you hold down the Windows key and you click on the top one. See that? It turns everything on that channel. And then same here, same here, same here. Now this one's a little bit different because if you notice this, I added a pitch to it. So I just went an octave higher, that's all. Nothing special. And then auto-tune, EQ, auto-tune. And that's pretty much it. And let's unbalance, let's unsolo everything. And that's pretty much the mix. Right? Of course, I'm going to do the mastering later. You know, and then here, I did the master. The EQ was perfect. So I didn't have to touch the EQ. All I had to do was pull up the volume of the overall mix. All right, so we're going to take it from the top. So let's see what it sounds like. And then let's watch our meters. So here, I'm going to remove this, pull this up a little bit, and then I want you to watch this. This is the LUF. And then let's pull this up as well. And then let's see where we sit. Let me just reduce the size of this. And then let's go see how we sit.
A game. I never knew the meaning of relationships. I was so blind to see all that I needed was in front of me. Yes. Whoa, whoa. But then you came to me just like a melody, singing sweet, sweet, sweet is full of poetry. Then I see your eyes, and all they tell me is you want me back. First I'm moving closer just to kiss your lips, to caress your body up and down. I can hear.
And that's it, guys. Okay. We're out. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming back to watch my madness. And come back next week. Let's do this again. I like dancing with you guys. Come on, let's do this. All right. All right, we're out.